Good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to let you know that Amy and the girls are just about to arrive. So therefore, I ask that you all turn your phones to silent. Zac and Amy have decided not to have a professional photographer here today, and therefore have asked you all of their loved ones, to take as many photos as you can and pass them on to them at the end of the evening. They have also asked that you do not post pictures to social media until such time as they have posted pictures first. I will now ask you all to stand as we welcome our beautiful bride. Thank you. Okay, now Bill, would you like to take a seat? I ask you all to be seated. I would like to welcome you all here on this beautiful day in the most gorgeous surrounds of Amy's Uncle Jim's farm. My name is Patricia Williams and I am an authorised marriage celebrant and have the absolute honour of officiating at today's ceremony as we celebrate the love of Zac and Amy as they officially become husband and wife. Zac and Amy, along with myself, would like to thank you for making the time in your day to help us celebrate the joining of these hearts in the celebration of marriage. We would also like to especially thank Zac's mother, who has travelled all the way from England. Thank you, Margaret, and welcome. Zac and Amy have told me how much love, respect and care they have for each other, and how thankful they are to have had such amazing role models in their lives who have taught them both what true love is about. Some of these people are unable to make it here today. They have either departed in this earth or are just unable to be here in person. So that your pictures that you see on my right here today, so that they can be part of this special day. One of these pictures that I would like to point out and acknowledge are the picture of Zac's beloved father John, who passed away last June. Today, Amy is accompanied by her two fathers, Bill and Rob. So I now will ask, who presents this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Thank you so much. Bill and Rob, please take a seat. Okay, so Zac and Amy's story. They met through mutual friends, James and Angie, 2 years ago at Angie's 18th birthday party. Angie knew that Zac and Amy were very alike and were like soulmates that hadn't met yet. The moment that Zac saw the gorgeous person who had just floated in, he knew he had to meet her as soon as their eyes met. They knew that they found each other's halves, and that they had been inseparable since, and knew that as soon as Amy turned 18, that they wanted to make their commitment official so that they could spend the rest of their lives together in wedded bliss. Marriage is the deepest commitment that a couple in love can make to each other. Love is to feel safe, to bare your soul and share your deepest secrets with that one person, and knowing those secrets are safe. It is about being totally honest with each other and building a strong foundation that no one can knock down. Love is being able to accept the person for who they are without the need to change them, even when he leaves his wet towels on the floor or when she won't stop talking at bedtime. Love is never going to bed angry with each other. Love is also about deep laughter with each other. You know, the laughter that hurts your stomach and makes tears run down your face. But it is also when your heart is crying that you can rely on the other person to hold you up and support you in times of need. But more than anything, love is about being able to spend the rest of your life with the person who makes your heart sing louder than it ever has before. I would now like to ask Amy's sister Sarah to come out the front and read the reading. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much, Sarah. That was beautiful. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Zac, will you give yourself to Amy as her devoted partner and companion? Will you promise to love her, care for her, and stand beside her in all of life's joys and trials? Will you speak proudly of her and support her in everything that she does, even if you don't fully agree with her decisions? Will you nurture your relationship so that you continue to grow in harmony and in union with each other?
I will.
Thank you. I call upon the persons here present. Zac, can you please repeat after me? I call upon the persons
I call upon the persons
here present to witness that I, Zachary Andrew Cook,
to witness that I, Zachary Andrew Cook,
take thee, Amy Constance Turlington, to be my lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold until death do us part.
To have and to hold till death do us part.
Thank you, Zac. Now, Amy. Will you, Amy, give yourself to Zac as his devoted partner and companion? Will you promise to love him, care for him, and stand beside him in all of life's joys and trials? Will you always speak proudly of him and support him in everything that he does, even if you don't fully agree with the decisions? Will you nurture your relationship so that you continue to grow in harmony and in union with each other?
I do.
Amy, please repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present
I call upon the persons here present
to witness that I, Amy Constance Turlington, Amy She's forgotten her name. Hang on. We'll be right.
Amy Constance
Turlington. Beautiful. To take thee, Zachary Andrew Cook, to be my lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold until death do us part. Thank you, Amy. Now, I have someone special to introduce you all to. Charlie is not only Zac's son, but also the very handsome ring bearer. So, Charlie, will you please bring me the rings for your dad and Amy? Thank you, Charlie. You can go and stand over there again if you like now, Dom. Zac and Amy will now exchange rings as a symbol of their love and commitment to each other. Rings are a precious metal. They are also made precious by you wearing them. Your wedding rings are special. They enhance who you are. They mark the beginning of your long journey together. Your wedding ring is a circle, a symbol of love, never ending. It is the seal of the vows you have just taken to love each other without end. Would you like to face each other? And Zac, would you please hold Amy's left hand and slide the wedding ring onto her finger. And would you repeat after me? Amy, please accept this ring
Amy, please accept this ring
as a sign
as a sign
of my love and fidelity.
of my life, love and fidelity.
This ring will always be
This ring will always be
a symbol of the vows
a symbol of the vows
which we have made here
which we have made here
today in front of these witnesses.
today in front of these witnesses.
Amy, please repeat. Amy, please repeat after me as you slide the wedding ring onto Zac's finger on his left hand. Zac, please accept this ring
Zac, please accept this ring
as a symbol of my love and fidelity.
as a symbol of my love and fidelity.
This ring will always be
This ring will always be
a symbol of the vows
a symbol of the vows
which we have made here
which we have made here
today in front of these witnesses.
today in front of these witnesses.
Thank you. Okay, so Zac and Amy, by the giving and receiving of vows and the exchanging of rings, you have today pledged yourselves to each other in marriage for the remainder of your lives. It now gives me the greatest pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Zac, you may now kiss your bride. Okay, so friends and family, Zac and Amy will now sign the marriage register, certificate of marriage and the marriage certificate. Please enjoy the music and remember to take lots of photos. James and Louise, will you please come and join us? Thank you. So now we're going to come over. So Amy, would you like to take the pen and could you sign here, please? Thank you. And could you also sign here? Beautiful. And could you sign here, please? Thank you. Okay, and Zac, would you like to come over and it's your turn? Thank you. So Zac, would you please sign here? Thank you. And here? Thank you. And here. Oh, yep, that's right. Thank you so much. All right, could I ask James to please come up? Thank you, James. Okay, James, could you please sign on this line down here, please? Thank you. And this one here. Thank you. And no, you can't go away yet. And this one here too, please, James. Thank you so much. Okay. And Louise. Thank you, Louise. Would you please sign here? Thank you. And here. And here. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, we're just going to walk back over and do the rest of the ceremony. Okay.
Your name's Zac and I'm
I would like to take this opportunity today to thank Zac and Amy for choosing me to be their celebrant. I can't express enough how beautiful the bride looks. And yes, also the groom as well. And the wedding party just looked gorgeous. So thank you, everyone. Zac and Amy have asked me to remind you all that as soon as the ceremony is over, you are welcome to go into the marquee where they have provided beverages and finger food before the main meal. So, Zac and Amy, Dr. Seuss says, we are all a little weird, and life's a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall into mutual weirdness and call it love, according to Dr. Seuss. So, Zac and Amy, your guests and I have had the pleasure of being a part of your commitment to each other. We all wish you many blessings for your future and wish you much happiness always. Friends and family, I now take the greatest pleasure in announcing for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Zac and Amy Cook. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Oh, I forgot to... Should I do this? Oh, yeah, I'll do this as well, Craig.
Still?
We're still going?
Yeah.
Oh, did you get that big coffee?
Zac and Amy, I would like to present you with your official marriage certificate. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
No.
Hello, Jack, Dulcie, family and friends. Jack and Dulcie have asked for you all to take as many photos as you can today, but to please remember the official photographer, Jack's son Paul. For the young family members, would you please not post any photos at all to social media? Thank you. So my name is Patricia Williams, and I'm a registered marriage celebrant with the Attorney General's Office. On behalf of Jack and Dulcie, we would like to thank you all for coming today to help us celebrate this wonderful coming together of these amazing two lovebirds. Jack and Dulcie met 7 years ago at the retirement village that they live in and started their journey of love. Jack then asked Dulcie for her hand of marriage 1 year ago and she happily accepted. Both Jack and Dulcie had never thought that they would find love again, let alone get married. But here they are at the tender ages of 83 and 76 to teach us that you are never too old to find love. Between them both, Jack and Dulcie have 10 children, and they are both so proud of them all and so thankful that each and every one of you are here today. I would like to welcome to the front Dulcie's son Jeffrey, who is doing a Bible reading from 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verses 4 and 8, or 4 to 8, and chapter 13 verse 13. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Jeffrey, that was lovely. And I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the law in Australia. Is the union... No, got to do that again. It's okay. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Jack, please wait for me to finish and I'll nod my head before you say I do. Jack, will you take Dulcie as your wife to love and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part? Will you promise to love and honour her for all the days of your life. Jack, can you say I do?
I do.
Dulcie, will you take Jack as your husband to love and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part? Will you promise to love and honour him for all the days of your life?
I do.
Thank you. Okay, Jack, could you please repeat after me? I call upon
I call upon
the persons here present
the persons here present
to witness that I, Jack William Merchant,
Jack William Merchant,
take you,
Dulcie
May Washington,
Washington,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to have and to hold, until death do us part.
until death do us part.
Thank you, Jack. Dulcie, would you repeat after me, please? I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Dulcie May Washington, take you, Jack William Merchant, to be my lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold until death do us part. Thank you. Now Jack and Dulcie will exchange rings. Paul, could you please bring the rings to me? Thank you so much. So, Jack, will you please hold Dulcie's hand, her left hand? Thank you. And could you place the ring on Dulcie's finger of her left hand and repeat after me? Dulcie, I give you this ring as a sign of my love for you. Beautiful. Thank you. Dulcie, would you please place this ring on Jack's finger of his left hand and repeat after me? Jack, I give you this ring as a sign of my love for you. Thank you. Jack and Dulcie, now that you've said your vows to each other and exchanged rings, it now gives me the greatest pleasure to announce you husband and wife. Jack, you may now kiss your bride. Okay, we're now just going to go and do the signing. I'm just going to grab the table and just bring it over to Jack and Dulcie.
Thanks, Trish, love.
All right, Jack and Dulcie. Jack, then I think you go first. All right, can you zoom in, please, Craig? All right, Jack, here's a pen. Could I please ask you, Jack, to sign down here for me? Thank you. And could you please sign here as well? Thank you. And can you please sign here? Thank you, Jack. Just going to move the table over a little bit. There you go, Dulcie.
Thank you, sweet.
All right, Dulcie, will you please sign here for me? Thank you. And could you please sign here? Thank you. And would you please sign here? Thank you. Now, Paul, can I ask you to come over, please? Thank you, Paul. Paul, would you please, here's a pen, would you please sign here for me? Thank you. And could I ask you to sign here, please? Thank you. And could I ask you to sign here? Thank you so much, Paul. And Amanda, could you come up here too, please? Here's a pen for you. Thank you, Amanda. Amanda, can I get you to sign here, please? Thank you so much. And could you sign here, please? Thank you. And could you sign here, please? Thank you so much. So just to make this official, I'm just going to do my sign in as well. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take off these stickers. Beautiful. I'll just move the table over. Okay. Okay, Jack and Dulcie, your family, friends and myself would like to thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your very special day. We have watched you both as you have made a commitment to each other and to God. Jack and Dulcie would like to welcome you all for afternoon tea just on the other side of this hall. Jack and Dulcie would like to ask Mark to say a closing prayer. Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much. Now, I wish to welcome and introduce for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Jack and Dulcie Merchant. Please feel free to come up and wish them the best for their future.